2, 1. Hey guys, it's Ellie aka Simstress here today, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today we are doing something new for my channel because I have never done this before. We are actually building a restaurant. So yeah, like I said, I've never built a restaurant on this channel before, but I basically needed to build this because I wanted this for my save file. So this is another build for my save file. I believe the last video I uploaded, or at least the last speed build I uploaded, was the I can't speak, oh my god. The speed build of Bob and Eliza Pancakes is a new house for my save file. This is the restaurant that I talked about in that video, the restaurant that Bob Pancakes owns in my save file. So this is Bob's House of Pancakes. I know, very original, very classic. But basically the story behind this is that Bob, in his midlife crisis, decided that he was not happy with his job. He was not happy with being underpaid and underappreciated as a cook. So he decided, you know what? I'm gonna open my own restaurant. So that's what this is. This is in the retail area of Willow Creek. I think I built it on the lot that the gym was on. The gym or the nightclub, one of those two in the middle. But yeah, I kind of imagine Bob Pancakes was like, nah, I can't be arsed with this anymore. You guys don't appreciate me, so I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna open my own restaurant, and I'm gonna show you lot that I am a great cook and that I will be a great success. And I imagine, to be honest, that this restaurant is a good success. I mean, I love it. I would come here. I love pancakes, so you know. But anyway, yeah, so Bob owns this. If you do play with Bob, he will obviously run the restaurant. If you don't, he does just like, if you don't know how dine out works, basically, if you don't play with the family that owns the restaurant, they will still own the restaurant, but they just won't if you visit this restaurant while you're not playing with the Sims that own it, they will just let you default to like a load of random people being the chefs and the waiters and things. You won't actually see Bob Pancakes here, probably. But yeah, anyway, that's completely beside the point. So this is a pancake restaurant. So basically what it does is it serves pancakes, waffles, things like that. But also like breakfasts, so there I put like the full breakfast on the menu and things. I don't actually do the menu in this speed build. There's quite a lot of things that I don't do in this speed build because I realised only afterwards that I should probably do those things. And actually, the version I've uploaded on the gallery, I don't know if I ever actually updated it, because I know I uploaded a version to the gallery that didn't have the menu done. That didn't have some of the decorations on the tables because I skipped those out for whatever reason. It was missing a lot, and I don't know if I ever actually uploaded the finished version. If I didn't, I will try and remember to do that, but I think I might have done. Either way, if you go on my gallery, by the way, this is available on the gallery, if you search my ID xSimstress or the hashtag simstress, you will find it. It is just called Bob's House of Pancakes. You could search the name too, but I don't know if it'll come up. Anyway, besides the point, what was I saying? I've completely forgotten. Oh yeah, if it is on my gallery, you may see two versions of it. Download the latest version, because I mean, if I did, I can't even remember if I did update it, but if I did update it, I also can't remember if I deleted the old version, so yeah. But you will see by me placing booths and chairs and things. This restaurant is quite fancy, it's quite elegant. I feel like Bob really took pride in the decoration of this, maybe took a little bit of inspiration from Eliza. Not too much, but maybe just a little bit. But basically the entrance, I kind of want to talk about that for a second because it is inspired by this like Chinese restaurant that I went to on holiday like quite a few years ago now. But basically it had this like really fancy entranceway that was like, it had like archways, and you have to walk down the center, and then it kind of spread off into the two sides. So you walk past all the tables, but you can't actually get to them because there's this like central bit, and it's kind of hazy in my mind. But I know there was some kind of like fancy like pillars and things along the sides as you walk down it, and I can't remember if there was like planters or things, but I thought that was cool. I thought that was a nice addition, so I put those planters in as well. And I was gonna put a table there, but I think I do change that out to a bar in the end, because I felt that there should probably be a bar here. I feel like that's a common thing in restaurants and things, just to get drinks from and that. So this, basically, I've kind of built this based off a Chinese restaurant, even though it's a pancake restaurant and they're quite different things. But I know most Chinese restaurants have bars in them, so I put a bar in this one. Obviously, this is more like a breakfast food restaurant, so you probably wouldn't be like getting drinks from the bar, at least not alcoholic drinks. But it's there, so maybe they just do the drinks. I don't know. But there is a bar there just to fill in the space, because I don't know, there was a table there and I thought, who actually wants to sit here when there's all of these like fancy booths, and it's not going to get that busy on The Sims, because this is The Sims 4 dying out and it doesn't really function great. So but yeah, anyway, the colour scheme that I've gone for is very much red, brown, black. I mean, that's pretty much it. There's a bit of yellow in there. I mean, the outside is fully like yellow because pancakes, yay. But there's not much yellow on the inside, I don't think. It's mostly red. I wanted it to be like a proper like classic diner colour scheme. And the outside is very much like based off like a classic diner. You know, it's cute. It's cute. There's also quite a lot of tables outside as well. I thought that would be a nice addition. There's a little like decking out the front and the back that's got quite a lot of tables at it. So if you want to eat outside, you can. I'm not sure if that actually works in The Sims though. I don't know. I haven't played with dine out that much. I'm not 100% sure if, because I know when you go into the restaurant you get seated, and I don't know if that person or the sim has like the programming to like think, oh, we can sit them outside too. Like, I don't know if they would just sit you inside by default. So I don't know if the game actually recognizes the seats outside as legitimate seats, is basically what I'm trying to say. So I don't know if you'll ever get sat outside if you come here, but anyway. So there's the like, you just saw there, the little decorations that I put on the tables. Now I only put it on one table in the speed build, and that's because I was gonna go back and do it at the very end and put them on every table. Forgot, uploaded it to the gallery, then realised that I hadn't put it on every table. So if I have uploaded the updated version to the gallery, they will be on every table. If I haven't, they won't be. Sorry about that. But yeah, anyway, I'm just cluttering up the kitchen now. So this kitchen is quite decorated. My voiceover was just very rudely interrupted by my dad and sister there, but basically, as I was saying, we are cluttering up the kitchen. It's very decorated in here. I think I've already said that. Wow, I'm having deja vu. I need to stop repeating myself. Okay, basically, cluttered up the kitchen, made it look like it was actually being used. But I feel like sometimes people build restaurants in this game and the kitchen just looks completely bare and like it's not even being used. But like, realistically, there's going to be at least 2 chefs in here, so there's probably going to be things all over the place, as well as like storage boxes and jars of things and stuff like that. So I absolutely covered the shelves and stuff. And you will also notice as well, there's no windows in this room. I do add windows later on, but right now there isn't any. And I also just noticed that I used the porthole door. For some reason, I love porthole doors, like the ones with the little round circular windows in. I just love them, and I think they're just like the classic restaurant kitchen door, you know what I mean? So I was very happy that I got to use that. But there, I think the kitchen's basically done now. Yeah, I think just hang some pans and then we will move back on to, don't know where we moved on to after that. Oh, the bar, maybe. So I finally did the walls, by the way. I realised I hadn't wallpapered the walls, so I finally did the walls. Just used this, like, I think that's a base game wallpaper, that red one. I'm not 100% sure though, but I didn't do that on every wall because I thought that was too much, so I just did it on like the back wall, and then everything else is white. And And once again, you'll notice there is actually no windows on like the side walls of this restaurant. Again, I do add windows later on and I get rid of some of the paintings. So yeah, but anyway, just putting up some chalkboards now that maybe are like menus and things over the little like serving counter. I love that like serving counter from the kitchen. I think it's so cool when you go into a restaurant you can like see into the kitchen. I love it. So and then I found this picture from Dine Out which has a literal pancake on it, and I was like, oh my god, that is so perfect, I need that. So that gets plastered in one of the toilets and on the wall. It's like a centerpiece really, that is. It's kind of like sums up the restaurant. But yeah, anyway, moving on to outside now. So I shortened the walkway apparently, put in a little path and then just some outdoor tables, which you'll see me do in a minute. The exterior of this is nice. I mean, it's not it's not ideal, like it's not like the best thing I've ever seen in my life, but it is a nice little diner. It definitely looks like a diner, which I'm quite proud of. You can definitely tell what it is. The sides of this building, however, so ugly. They are gross. I mean, the roof is huge, and I wish there was a way that I could have made the roof smaller, but I didn't know how. I didn't know what to do, so it just has this huge like rounded roof, and the side of the building looks disgusting, but there was nothing I could do about it. Like, I just didn't know what to do, so in the end I just ended up leaving it. And yeah, I mean, no one really looks at the side of like commercial buildings anyway. I feel like it's okay for commercial buildings to have ugly like sides, because no one really looks at them and they usually just face onto like back alleys and things. So most people don't take any notice, but like if you do look at that in The Sims, I apologize because they are ugly as heck. But like I said, I just didn't know what to put on them. Like, I didn't know what to do, and there was no space for any like bump outs or things like that, like nothing to give it any dimension or anything like that. So yeah, but in the end I think it's fine. But anyway, we are doing the back now. So the back also has some outdoor seating, surrounded by a fence. I do put some bins out here as well, and a little tree in that, and in the bit that's not fenced off, but a little tree and some bins as well, just so there's a little bit of greenery, because it was looking very like bland, and there is a little bit of grass like not so far away from this, so I thought it was okay to put a tree. And I mean, the gym, I think that's the gym next door, had like a tree in the yard as well, so I thought it was fine to put a little tree there just to give it a little bit of greenery. Yeah, but like I said, I don't know if your Sims will actually ever get seated outside in this restaurant. I think it'd be a nice place to sit in The Sims, but I don't know if you can. But it is there if you can sit outside. But I don't know if you'll ever get seated out there. And there was the bins, and then here's the screenshots. So like I said before, this is available on the gallery to download at xSimstress. The version you download may not have the menu set, but basically all I did with the menu was add pancakes and some like soft drinks and breakfast options, like things that you would expect to see in a pancake restaurant, like IHOP style, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, you can download it, gallery ID, xSimstress, #Simstress. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and leave a comment down below if you like the video. And yeah, I will see you in my next speed build. If you haven't seen it already, I did rebuild the Pancakes house. That was my previous speed build, so go watch that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!